Hi, I'm Dilly Dutton. Today I have a Howl's Moving Castle paper craft kit. First of all, it looks super cute, and I think it would be neat to have a look at different paper crafting workflow to see if I could glean something helpful for my own paper crafting. It came with a bunch of cutout pages with labels next to each piece as to where they go. There's also 6 frames to layer stuff on. It looks like maybe the paper was cut by a laser because there's also slight burn marks on the back side. The paper instructions say to just pop everything out all at once, which I might do if I had drawn the picture, because at that point I'd have went over it like 4 times in the process of drawing it and tracing all of the pieces. I'd be very familiar with all of the shapes, you know? But these shapes I just met, and it felt like popping them all out at once was a good way to make a confusing mess. So I decided to pop these out as I go and glue them down right away. It recommended using tweezers, which I found super helpful for placement and not smearing glue all over the place, so I will try to remember that in the future. There were a few times while putting this together where I was like, gee, why did I put down 3 different color layers on top of each other that won't really be visible at the end? And I think I determined it's partially a way of making tiny little details without cutting tiny little papers and having to fuss with it. Like the white of his eyes start as a paper that fits almost his whole face. Half the time I just draw that in after trying to cut out the correct shape and then losing or mucking up the white paper. But it adds depth doing it this way, so it's not like the eyes are sitting on top of the face. I think it also helps keep the image flat. I try and do lower layers a little bigger than the area they're showing, but I tend to do just big enough that it can be glued to the upper layer, which works, but it can create some bumps and lumps under the paper that make it look like there's nothing actually under the upper layers because, well, in most cases there isn't. So it might be worth doing more bigger layers so that everything lays flat. This also used little notch strips to keep each layer separate, which makes it more like a shadow box. More depth! But also it was a little fiddly to get each layer to fit in the notches without removing it from a different notch. I got it eventually though. This was fun. I think I learned a few things and I'm excited to try them out. And this turned out super cute too. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to continue on my art journey with me. Bye!